The thing I said is I don't pay to play most free to play mobile games. I don't think I've actually paid to play any of them recently, because I'm really cheap.
Yep.
And I used to feel bad about that, and then I was reading some tweets recently about how mobile games get funded, and a bunch of different things came up. For example, this dev showed off they showed off the revenue they got from the remove ads portion of a game, and it was something like $30,000. And then they showed what they got for ad revenue from that game, and it was $130,000.
Yeah.
And same time period, right? And they're like, we put this in as a courtesy so people can buy it if they don't want to look at the ads, but we make way more money off the ad revenue than you would expect. So in a way, we kind of want you to keep watching the ads, and we're at a point where we're like, somebody else had added to this saying that that was on the Android platform. On iOS it's a little different, but the proportions are kind of the same. And somebody else had added that for them, 98% of people who play their game, roughly, don't put any money into it at all.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't care. The 2% of the whales that are willing to do it,
Yeah. They put in a lot.
they put in a lot of money, and sometimes not so much, but it's like they put in a lot of money, and they're like, that's fine, because the 98% of you that don't, you're providing a play space for everybody. Everybody gets a chance to play this game, and the whales are what's allowing you to do all the things and have a lot of people to play against.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I mean, I thought you would have looked down on us when reading that, but apparently no. It's like, no, we want to have hundreds of thousands of players. We want to have people who only drop in maybe once a week, because you're at least there. Now, it gives you it kind of makes you feel like, oh, you're there, so you're fodder for the whales. But
you are content.
yeah,
Like,
you are part of the content because you're playing for free, but it's like, at the same time, if you're enjoying playing the game, then keep playing the game. If you're not enjoying playing the game, stop playing the game. Find another thing to focus on. So, I mean, though I am discovering one problem is that having played Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest and having gotten as many mythics as I have, and having building decks for like decks that I like to play, I'm now at a point where I'm like, I don't want to stop playing this game because I actually do enjoy playing these pieces of it, and it's that much harder for me to walk away because of the investment of time and the investment of good cards and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's
sunk costs.
I get that now, right? It's like I can't really walk away from it because I don't really want to.
That's where I am with Pad. Puzzles and Dragons like that. I've been playing that for 2 years now, and I have a lot invested in that game time-wise.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like if I walk away from it, but I did get some cool stuff. And if I walk away from it, I don't get to play with this cool stuff anymore. It's like, yeah, that's true. So, I mean, I've walked away from some free-to-play stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure Psionics, who make Rocket League, I think is the same company that made a free-to-play racing game that's essentially just a spreadsheet. That was, I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically playing a spreadsheet. In literal, it was on iOS. It was several years ago, and basically just a thing where it's like you acquire. You race and you earn bits of whatever, and then you can get cars, and you can get things to put on your cars and all this kind of stuff. And all it is just playing a spreadsheet. There's no actual racing going on. It's just you log in, you get your free stuff, you do some things with it, you get some more free stuff. You just do this over and over and over again. Then people race against you, or you race against them. And just I put my car in. It's like, I put my car in. Great, you won. That's it. That's all that goes on.
Okay.
And somebody made a spreadsheet that says, here is the optimal way for you to upgrade everything in the game that utilizes all of your stuff. So type in all the things that you have right now, then hit the button, and we use all the formulas to generate, here's what you should buy next, here's the next thing you should do. And so I just did that for a while, for about 3 weeks. And at that point I was like, I'm really sick of this game because all I'm doing is playing a spreadsheet. And then Psionics went on to make Rocket League. And I'm kind of like, if it wasn't for that game they made, I'm sure they couldn't have afforded to make Rocket League.
Yeah.
So, good for them.